Hi everyone, this is Hedgehogs and Mia. Welcome to this video. As you can see, this is what I did with my hedgehog plushies. I just put them all in an animal basket. Now this is a nice teal and grey colored basket that my grandma got me for my birthday. Even though my birthday is a few months from here, actually, from now. So yeah, well, it works out well, and they look quite cute in there. And yeah, this is how this basket actually ends up on my bed, because the dogs aren't very interested for now. I wanted to replace Kylie's basket, and apparently she isn't very interested. But I'm also here with another real hedgehog. I had another walk with Kylie, and I heard something, digging and in the leaves. Next to me in some kind of a hedge, and I thought it was a cat, but I decided to have a closer look, and in a bunch of thorns I felt some living quills, and apparently this hedgehog was hiding in there. And for now, well, we still have this terrible dry weather, so I pulled them out carefully, of course. Yeah, well, I really had to drag him out with one hand, out of a bunch of thorns and other dangerous things. So yeah, as you can see, he's also pretty shy. He's much more tame than the adult one that we last had here, but he's a very careful guy. So he curled out as soon as we were walking. That was amazing. I just could hold him up, sitting up, while he was actually just watching where we were going. But as soon as I touched him somewhere where he didn't expect it, he curled up again, because it was too much to handle for him. So he's a very curious guy, still very careful. Apparently he might be the kind of guy whose trust you gotta gain first before handling him correctly. So as you can see, his quills are a bit of a mess, and he actually was relaxed a while ago, so that I can have a look between his quills. And now I'm gonna see if he has some ticks. Sometimes the ticks are well hidden, but now his quills are just very stiff again. Maybe I should just put him on my lap so that I can have a closer look. He's digging his face in the bed, as you can see. He's really shy, but still, he's easier to handle than the previous adult hedgehog that we had here last time. Now this guy is quite young. I'm pretty sure he's quite young, but still he isn't that young as the previous hoglet that we had here. And it was picked up by a center, and I'm pretty sure that they will care for it really well. So I'm gonna pick this hedgehog up, so I can just put my hand under his belly and just pull him up like this. It's amazing. So as you can see, I can just pull him up with one hand. There you go. Hopefully we'll relax soon. Sometimes the ticks are really well hidden, but I don't believe this guy has ticks. It's just that I will give him a bath to put all the dirt out of him and to wash all the eggs and the fleas away. Here's his hair. Yes, he doesn't really like this. Because when the hedgehog is more relaxed, the quills get less stiff, and you can actually spread them like this. As you can see now, it's kind of hard because the hedgehog is stiffing them up, I'm gonna say. This is his butt. But this is a lucky guy, I think. And I can have a closer look as soon as I have him in the water, because what I would like to avoid is this guy being thirsty all the time. So for now, no ticks. I'll see if I can actually relax this guy a bit more and make a little bath video of him. Now what I just did was just putting the hedgehog in the dark, which might make him more comfortable. Just make sure he has air in there. But I have the impression that now actually spreading his quills is even more easy. See? There you go. Now bathing these guys or handling them isn't particularly easy, because these animals live in the wild and they're still hedgehogs. Sometimes, even when you have a pet hedgehog, taming it takes a lot of time and it can be very discouraging. For these guys, which were not tamed at a very, how would I say it, can't find the word, advantageous age, I'm gonna say. Yes, of course, for these guys, being handled is not very easy. And actually, I think they get on well with being handled. I like this species of hedgehog, this kind, because they can turn out quite tame and easy to handle sometimes. But as you can see, they are still very careful, sometimes a bit curious, and yeah, still a bit afraid. So for how it turns out, I think mostly it's okay. But how I actually get on with these guys doesn't have a lot to do with how you would actually get on with a pet hedgehog, because this is a wild animal. And I just try to do something to help them sometimes, if I can and if it's necessary. But if your pet hedgehog behaves like this, I would say just continue handling it. Continue to get on with it. Never mind. Just go on. Your hedgehog will eventually know your smell, and maybe you will gain its trust. But for these guys, at this age, for a wild animal, these things turns out all different. So it's just something you have to keep in your mind. It's quite funny because this hedgehog, when you bring home your own hedgehog, sometimes it just curls up and it stays afraid for a few days in its hide. While this guy, I just dragged him around with me while I was walking my dog, and I could feel his 4 legs already. So, which is quite impressive, I think, for a wild animal to curl out walking. That's just incredible. Let's have a look at its head. Still very, very shy. They are shy animals. Now I'm gonna give it something to drink. Come on, you're so shy. It's my good boy. You want to drink something? Didn't want to drink anything. Look at this. You're a clean Hedgie now. Who's the clean Hedgie? He's the clean Hedgie. Is that you? Oh, the water is a bit deep for you now. Hold on a second. I don't want you to drown. See, that is much better for you, huh? A good boy. Look how clean you are now. And you have no ticks. So you're a lucky guy. Look how flat the quills are now. He has been relaxing a bit. You're clean. Look how flat his quills are now. Just gotta remove a bit of the soap left on him. And drink something. That's a good boy. Oh, don't be afraid. Wanna get out? It's alright. Now I have your belly washed. Now wash your belly. It feels weird, doesn't it? That feels so weird. Look at this. Look when he wakes up now. That's alright, I'll teach you. Now see, your belly is a bit dirty. Wait. Oops, sorry. My fault. I was a bit lump. There you go. See, now all the dirt of your belly is also gone. Yes, it's almost done. I'm almost done with you. Don't worry. This is a nail. Say hi. That's my good boy. Good boy. There you go, he just had his bath time. And did really well. And there you go. I'm actually patting him right now. And as you can see, his quills are entirely flat. He has been relaxing at least. At last, I'm gonna say. Actually, I was thinking of keeping this guy for a few days, just till the rain comes back. Because it's so incredibly dry for these animals now that I'm not quite sure. Just setting him free, will that really be a good idea? I still have to figure it out. So for now I think I'll just keep him here. I can give him cat food, hedgehog food, water, and a place to sleep. He's a good boy. Now my camera has a terrible time focusing on the squirrels, but look at this. Look how flat they are now. Look what you can do with flat quills. See? It's impossible to do that with a hedgehog that is actually not relaxed at all. Look what I can do with them. See? And if you want to check for ticks, you better have the hedgehog relaxed as far as possible. I'm gonna give this guy some rest now. Gonna feel his belly, see if it's dry already. And I guess this was another hedgehog video. Now I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.